Well, if we're honest, because this sounds critical, generally, people are unconscious of what their subtle motivations are. So at the surface, that artist feels sincere. I have something on my heart, and I want to share it. Now, what would possess them to think that I fucking care? And what will possess them to think that I want to hear what he has to say, or she has to say? Now, that's what artists don't understand. Nobody fucking cares. If a random person in the street would stop and look at you and tell you how upset they are for whatever it is, you would not even stop for a second. You would almost call the police. Well, here's a song, and you're walking, and you're passing a store, and the song is there, and it's literally the fucking same thing. The witchcraft of the art form seduced you. You got seduced by the music to listen to him vomit on you. I'm telling you, you would, sure, let's say I have a best friend, right? And we go by the lake and we have a conversation about you got dumped. And we were relating to one another. Yeah, that's my best friend. I have a special intimate relationship with that person. We know each other. We've been through a lot of, so that I care enough to listen to you, and that I want to listen to you, and that you care enough to listen to me, and you have, quote unquote, my well-being at heart. So if a random person comes to me, I don't have energy to listen to you, nor do I care. It's not my problem. We have no relation. So why is it that a total stranger can vomit on you and you listen to it and you think that that's divine? Only because of the music. And that's what I'm trying to say. The music seduces you, tricks you to want to take in his vomit. So anyways, I start off wanting to say that there's a certain genuineness to the artist. I don't believe that it's coming from a bad place, consciously at least. But who the fuck cares that you feel sad? I don't give a fuck about Kurt Cobain. I don't even know who he is. I don't even relate to what he looks like. He's a white dude with his hair. I'm like, no, go away. I don't know you. Why am I going to listen to you whine and complain? Why should you? I'll tell you why. Because the music seduced you. Aha. And then listen, if a con artist wants to trick you, the con artist has to give you a pleasant experience. Otherwise, they're not going to steal from you. That's what a Mac Daddy is. That's what a player is. That's what a Don Juan is. I got to give the woman what she wants so I can steal from her. So the same goes for all kinds of witchcraft. I got to give you an experience that gives you an impression that you're being enlightened. When in reality, if you break it down, this motherfucker's vomiting on me. Why would I listen to that person? And here it is, the music seducing me, and that seduction is activating certain shaktis in me, energies, and making me feel certain experiences, which is making me stop and accept this within myself while something underneath is happening. Now, unless you understand the psyche, you wouldn't understand this. You say, this is really negative. It's not. It's the reality of things. This is a person suicidal. Have you ever been with a suicidal person? That's like a black hole of energy sucking. He puts that, or she puts that black hole of energy sucking in their music and is sucking the world's attention, feeding that so-called suicidal tendency, which is an entity. How's that in your benefit and how's that to your advantage? Now, the Kurt Cobain character, and I ain't got nothing against Kurt Cobain, it's just an example, is just a puppet in the hands of a power. Now, Kurt Cobain may have a cry for help. Yeah, but that's not my problem. You should go see a doctor. How's that my problem that a random stranger that lives six blocks away wants to kill himself? You don't give a fuck about what's going on with your neighbor. You care about a guy that lives in another country? Like, do you see there's like something funny going on? And this is when we enter into the occult of music. And a lot of people, are you going to get upset? Because these people are your gods. Without them, you're numb. You don't feel anything. So that's why you worship them. They make you feel something. And I don't want to remove the fact that they're making you feel something. And I can appreciate that they make you feel something. And I have nothing against the fact that they can make you feel something. And I have nothing against the art form that is designed to heighten an experience. I have nothing against none. This is a science. I'm just telling you how it's actually working in the background. Now you got a guy, if you know anything about anger is, no, let's not use anger as an example. Let's use the ego as an example. And go back to the Dr. Dre stuff. I am, me, I'm better than you, you suck, right? So this is the energy of an animal who wants to crush all other animals so it can put itself on top. So, like I said in the previous moment, I said, that's telling you, you're an idiot, you're shit, I'm going to kill you, you're worthless. That's what you're really receiving. That's in the energy, except the music seduces it and disguises it, and sometimes not even. Why would you take that in? Because for a moment, you're under the impression that you are Snoop Dogg, you are Eminem, you are 50 Cent, and you are feeling that empowerment that you don't have, and that empowerment isn't even authentic. It's based on anger, greed, lust, ego, and attachment. It's based on essentially fear. You're not Snoop Dogg. It's not you singing your name. It's his name. But you, through the music, because you took his cock inside of you. That's what, when a woman has sex with a man, she's taking the man inside of her. The man now is inside of her. She feels like the man. The energy of the man leaves an impression inside of her. And if there's a real connection, she'll feel the man and his power affect her psyche, her emotions, her energy circuits. How she thinks, how she behaves. They'll tell you that if they're honest and they're sensitive enough. You're taking that artist cocking you to the point that you think you're Snoop Dogg. You're singing, what's my motherfucking name? Snoop Dogg, Dogg. What's my motherfucking name? You're Snoop Dogg. Now explain to me, how the hell are you Snoop Dogg? You're a white dude from fucking Ottawa. So anyways, these are the secrets of the occult aspects of sound. And people who know something about the science of music know that the modern music is a weapon used. There's nothing sacred in it. And it's a very powerful tool. It's a very powerful, music is the most powerful weapon on earth. Ancient people knew that. So when they made music, it always had to be about something divine, because they know that that sound is going to affect you, and if it's not taking you towards the divine, well, it's taking you towards destruction, or it's taking you towards something finite. So the music doesn't elevate you, it reduces you, makes you dumber and smaller. And they know that the power of the sound, it's irresistible. Like I said in previous videos, humanity and the soul has a very intimate relationship with sound. Mystics say that God is sound. So humans have a very special relationship with sound, unbeknownst to themselves. So when the science of sound comes towards you, and somebody's now vomiting their crap on you, using this as a disguise to fuck you and take from you, they're putting you down. Instead of using that science to enlighten you. You have the impression that you're enlightened because now you're feeling, I'm Snoop Dogg, I'm 50, I'm DMX, I don't know which moron that you want to listen to. I'm that person. Now I am empowered. No, you're not. If the song stops, you're back to being the shit that you are, except you feel tired. No, these are secrets. Again, I don't want to remove anything from the artist's skill set. That's why we spoke about it at the start. You got to be really good and genuine to surrender to whatever. So they're surrendering to an emotion. Yeah, but that emotion is a power. Like that's what I said. Using suicide sound, right? It sucks you. It sucks you. The person that wants to crush you to be better, his goal is to eliminate you. It's not to enlighten you. It's not to raise you. So you're listening to music that has as a purpose. So I want to cut you down. 50 Cent's album was called The Massacre. He's massacring everybody. It's not, I'm massacring my enemies. No, it's like everyone. Everybody. That's you too, the moron listening. Except you are 50 Cent. So you don't realize that. You're like playing fucking PlayStation and your character is 50 Cent and you think that you're the one shooting. No, he just shot everybody in his music and that's you, the listener, except you're being screwed up your ass under the illusion that you're 50 Cent. Ja Rule isn't 50 Cent. He's competing. The The morons worshiping, taking it up, and now I'm 50 Cent. He just shot you. You're like instantly dead. You have no defense. So again, this leads to the question, well, what's in an ideal universe, which we're not in, well, what's music about? Well, like I said, it's supposed to offer you a release. It's supposed to lead you to a solution. Well, how is it that a person who's suicidal can teach you how to unsuicide yourself? How is it a person who's full of lust, ego, greed, or anger could guide you towards liberating you from those pressures? How is it that somebody whose purpose is to crush everybody, including you, going to help you in any way, shape, or form? People worship Hove, aka Jay-Z. Jay-Z doesn't care about you in any way, shape, or form ever and never will. And he has no shame about that. So how is it that listening to his music can ever empower you to grow out of your situation when the music is designed to keep you worshiping him? The music is designed that way. He is in every lyric saying, I'm God, I'm Hove, me. And you're like, wow, I love that rhyme. I'm Hove. No, he's Hove. You're not Hove. You worship Hove. You just gave your attention to Hove. Whatever the fuck Hove is an entity controlling whatever you want to call Sean Carter. Now, I'm not saying this to criticize Sean Carter. I don't give a fuck what anybody does. I'm just a scientist. I'm a doctor. That's a diagnosis. That's how it works. You're too dumb to understand, or maybe you're smart enough to understand, but you're still addicted to that shit, and I sympathize with you. How is it that will empower you in any way, shape, or form when it's designed to make you worship him? Don't you get it? And it's not, there's no shame about it. Because for a moment, while you're listening to the song, you're vicariously living through him as you are the billionaire who's achieved, you went from zero to everything with the most beautiful woman in the whole universe, the queen bee of humanity as your partner in a perfect life conquering white America and the whole world. That's you now. And you're going to do that too. No, you're not. You're never going to do that. But Jay-Z is offering you a metaverse through his music. While listening to the music, you have the impression that you can be him. And if he's doing his job well, and if you've been following for a minute, so there's a context, there's historical context. You know the artist, you know his stories, and in the videos they show you how they live, and then that's you, and you're there, and you're through his sound, you're in the museum of Louvre in France, showing off that you can rent the whole goddamn fucking museum because you're that dude. That's me. That's my guy. That's not your guy. That's not your guy even a little bit. You fucking moron. Don't you understand? That's not your guy. Anyways, what can I say? What can I say? These are mythological figures, but that person doesn't give a fuck about you, and nothing that person is creating will ever help you. Really help you. I didn't say squishes it. I said help you. That means find a genuine release. That means solve your problem. Because you don't understand your problem. And that person is not in the business of solving your problem. That person is in the business of getting followers which nourish the entity that gives him everything. And this is not to say it's negative. This has got nothing to do with Illuminati and everything to do with Illuminati, but nothing to do with this is a process of, this is occult. Everything in the world operates through occult forces. Occult means hidden, invisible for people who don't have eyes to see. And I'm just kind of breaking it down for you, especially in regards to arts, because in order for an artist to succeed at grasping your attention, two things are needed. One, he has to be or she has to be totally surrendered to an emotion, a feeling, which is an entity, and then they have to use a science, which is the science of music, just like a knife, which is neutral. A knife can be used to save a person or kill a person. The science of sound is neutral per se, but in the hands of somebody who's in deficit, is going to be used as a weapon to suck from you. And if the music wasn't good, well, you wouldn't give it attention. Like I said, you wouldn't pay attention to a person coming. You're walking down the street and you guys, you know who I am? I don't give a fuck who you are. You know who I am? You know what my name is? I don't want to know your name. Do you know what's my name? Do you know what's my name? That guy kind of funny. Unless he brings a gun and puts it at your head, you're not going to say, well, what's your name, sir? Please just tell me your name. I'd love to know your name. Please, what's your name? Okay, your name is Sean. Amazing. Thank you, Sean. Thank you. Very happy to meet you. Oh, wow, Sean. You are really amazing, Sean. So that's exactly what Sean's music is. It's a gun in your head. And he tells you, the whole song is, I'm a gangster. This is my blueprint. I got a gun in your head. It's my music now. I'm going to take everything from you. Isn't that what gangsters do? He still is a gangster. What? It's not in the music now. It's gone. It's that the music is seductive. The music can make you feel something while it's doing something else. They call this entendre. I think in English they say entenders. Isn't that how they say that? They say it with a fake French accent. Entendres. They say it like that. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4 meanings. The same with the sound. He's got a gun on your temple. Give me everything. Give me your money and I'm going to conquer you. In other words, he's putting a dick up your ass. And you're not going to say anything about it because you're vibing and seduced and hypnotized. Didn't Biggie have a song called Hypnotize? He certainly definitely did.